With the recent announcement of Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch, it's been a good week for Nintendo fans. People are already debating and making detailed analysis videos, trying to determine if this game is a port or an entirely new entry into the franchise. And if it is a new entry, which I believe it is, what new characters and features are they going to add? Well, it's probably far too early to tell. However, I've got a couple ideas that I'd like to share with you guys. So I guess you could call this video my Super Smash Bros. 5 wish list if you want. But here are 5 things that I would like to see in the next installment of Super Smash Bros. Firstly, and this is probably something that will happen, but updated movesets. In the teaser for Smash, we got a close-up of 2 of my favorite Nintendo characters, Mario and Link from The Legend of Zelda. What's noteworthy is that this version of Link shown is clearly from Breath of the Wild. You can see the faint blue from the champion's tunic and his updated hairstyle. That would open up a lot of possibilities for new moves and even a new Final Smash. Imagine being able to use some form of the champion's abilities, such as Rivali's Gale to recover after being knocked off the stage, or somehow incorporating the Shield Bash mechanic, or maybe even Daruk's Protection, to give Link a counter, which would actually put him in line with a lot of the other sword-wielding characters already in Smash. Mipha's Grace and Urbosa's Fury would be harder to work in, but I could actually see Urbosa's Fury being good for a Final Smash type move, although it might not be the best fit. Another idea is reworking Link's current Final Smash, which is a Triforce Slash, into something that would better fit with Breath of the Wild, like a Fury Rush attack. Functionally, it would be the same, I suppose, but it would be visually updated to better match this newer version of Link. Link isn't the only character I would like to see updated, however. Mario also had a huge game this year in Super Mario Odyssey, and it introduced Cappy. Mario's newest sidekick supplied him with a number of new abilities to maneuver around the world, and I would love to see some of these incorporated into his moveset for Smash. Perhaps Mario could throw Cappy out and then land on top of him for an extra jump if he gets knocked off stage. This could be used on the ground as an attack to reflect projectiles, similar to how his cape already works. Mario could also throw Cappy in a number of directions around him to give his character a little more range and maybe even replace his fireball altogether. I don't think Cappy's capture ability would ever be implemented though, because honestly I don't think there's really a way to pull that off without making the game seem unfair. But there seems to be a lot of potential here, and I'm sure someone way more creative than I am could make all this work. Besides the Inklings though, those were really the only characters that have been 100% confirmed, so I'll leave things there. Either way, I think with this next iteration of Smash, Nintendo is at the perfect point to give some of these characters a well-needed update to their movesets. Next up, Break the Targets. Break the Targets is a minigame that has been in every single Smash Bros. Game. Well, except its most recent installment. Instead, we got a new mode called Target Blast. In this mode, you beat up a stationary bomb before sending it across the stage to blow up some objects and cause a chain reaction to break targets and rack up points. It's a neat little minigame, but it's nowhere near as much fun as Break the Targets. I know this seems like such a random thing to want back, but I have so many fond memories of playing Break the Targets on the first Smash Bros. Game as I was grinding out single player mode to unlock the hidden characters. And I'll tell you what, it was a nice change of pace for little baby Matt. After just finishing up a gruelingly hard battle and hearing the announcer say, "Break the targets!" It completely revitalized me and gave me the willpower to continue that very hard run with 3 stocks all the way up to Master Hand. Say what you will about this mode, but I miss it and I want to see it back in the next version of Smash. Smash 64 and Melee's Break the Targets are by far my favorites. Brawl's version wasn't bad, but it lacked the same charm, and I think that's just because they used the assets from the custom stage builder mode, so it felt less genuine, if that makes any sense. So Nintendo, Reggie, if you're listening, and I mean, why wouldn't you be, bring back Break the Targets, please! And also, board the platforms. Like, if I can only choose one, it's gonna be Break the Targets, but I mean, board the platforms was pretty fun too, so yeah, thanks. Moving on, we already know from the reveal trailer that we're getting at least one new character, the Inklings from Splatoon. It only makes sense for Nintendo to potentially add more to the game, since a Smash game with only one extra character would be kinda lame. So I think it's pretty obvious, and like most, I would love to see some extra characters added to the roster. If I could only have one new character to be added though, I think it would have to be Waluigi. Not just because he's kind of a meme, but because both myself and fans of Smash have been asking for him for a long time now. And if you think about it, there's really no reason he shouldn't already be in the game. We have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Wario, but yet my boy Waluigi is an assist trophy. Like, come on, Nintendo. Give this man his chance to shine in Smash. He deserves a spot on the roster. I'd also love to see some characters make a return from previous Smash games like Solid Snake and the Ice Climbers, although the current issues with Konami might make getting Snake back in the game a little problematic. Ice Climbers should be a no-brainer. I think even Sakurai said that they originally planned to have them return in Smash 4, but he didn't have enough time to work out the AI for Nana, or something like that. Perhaps with Smash 5, they can finally be re-added to the game. Even if these characters aren't particularly popular among the majority of players, I still think it would be fun to have them back, especially since I personally enjoy playing underrated characters just to mess around with them casually, since people often don't expect it. And now if I can make one unrealistic request, I would say add Crash from Crash Bandicoot. I think his character would fit perfectly in with the rest of the Smash roster, and it would be a lot of fun to play as. Now that Activision owns the rights to Crash and the Insane Trilogy is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, it would be a good time to give him a spotlight in Smash. However, I understand that negotiations for third-party characters aren't exactly easy, and the relationship that Activision has with Nintendo may or may not be particularly healthy at the moment. I'm sort of unsure where they stand. Either way, I would be both surprised and delighted if somehow they got Crash for the next Smash game, even if right now it seems a little unrealistic. This next one might seem like a weird request, especially coming from a casual player such as myself, but I would love to see a return to all the advanced tech that Super Smash Bros. Melee has. While I do understand some of the tech currently used in competitive Melee may or may not have been originally intended by the developers, I believe the game is made much better for it. Wave dashing, L canceling, heck even edge guarding are very common practices in Melee. These, among other advanced tech that have been found throughout the game's lifespan, all add up to make Melee the most technical of all the Smash games. The fact that 17 years later people are still playing Super Smash Bros. Melee at tournaments and it's pulling in some of the highest viewership during those events is a testament to how great the game is, not only because it's fun to play, but because it's fun to watch. Seriously, if you've never seen high-level Melee play, I would encourage you to watch the next big tournament on Twitch, specifically Top 8 Melee Singles. You'll likely see players such as Mango, Leffen, Armada, and HBox do things with characters that you might not have even thought possible. And because Melee is designed to be a pick-up-and-play game, it's the perfect spectator sport. Even if you're terrible at Smash Bros. Like I am, as long as you've played the game, you can still tune into a major tournament, and within a few minutes, you'll be able to understand exactly what's going on, who's winning, and be impressed at how they play. Sure, it might take you a little bit longer to learn some of the common lingo you'll hear used by the commentators, but that still doesn't detract at all from just how much of a spectacle competitive Melee is to watch. Melee truly is a one-of-a-kind Smash game, and these advanced techniques, whether intended or not, are a big reason as to why the game has stuck around for so long. If Nintendo can capture that same spirit with this new Smash, it could really shake things up in the competitive Smash community, and make things very interesting. That, or they could just give us Melee HD. And the last thing I'd like to see is the return of Subspace, or really any form of significant story-focused single-player. I understand at the end of the day, Smash is a fighting game, and generally fighting games don't need elaborate stories to give a reason for all the characters to get together and duke it out, but something about the Subspace Emissary and Brawl just felt right. I know Sakurai has expressed his feelings about people uploading the cutscenes from Brawl to YouTube, which somehow in his eyes ruined the surprise for everyone, and that's why there wasn't a huge single player in Smash 4, but I gotta say, that's a really stupid reason not to include something that a lot of people would love to see. Spoilers suck, Sakurai, and I agree, but if someone clicks on a video, that's on them. At most, they might get spoiled from a thumbnail, but again, the solution shouldn't be to punish everyone for the actions of a few. I do understand this is highly unlikely. Besides a vague tweet from Sakurai that suggests the game's been in development for a little over a year, it's really tough to say just how long they've been working on the game. And with a release date set for sometime later in 2018, a fully featured single player might be a little too much to ask for. But hey, if they can make it happen, it sure would make a lot of people very happy. It doesn't even have to be as elaborate as Subspace. It could just be something simple that gives a good reason to tie all the worlds in the Nintendo universe together. Really, anything would be better than just the standard arcade-like mode where you fight all the way up to Master Hand with each character for no real reason. To me, it seems a little bit wasteful to have all these amazing Nintendo and third-party characters come together and not really utilize them for anything else. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. These are just some things that I would love to see in the next installment of Super Smash Bros. I know I'm not like the best Smash player in the world, but but I think these are ideas that both casual and competitive players can enjoy. What would you guys like to see in the next Smash Bros? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, once again guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.